Nick, we've got basically the appetizer, the sample size, the little taste of what it's going to be going forward. But what else do we really need to see going into training camp? What's the biggest mystery going into that time period after this 6 week kind of break?
Well, I mean, I feel like we could name about 10 guys here. Trevor Penning,
Yeah. Yeah.
number one,
Number one, no question. After the quarterbacks, yeah, no question.
no question about it. I mean, what is he? What's he going to be? Can he block? Do they have to put in Radens? Like, I think that's number one on the list. How important do you think the answer to that question is, though? As in, does
I
it
think it's
determine
high.
anything?
Radens is serviceable, but I haven't seen Trevor play guard neither at this point. So I think it can be a pressure point kind of what the line makeup is so far because it has to work out for him. Because if this doesn't work out, I'm talking about just in terms of his career with the Saints. If it doesn't work out at guard right now, then I don't see where he fits in on the field. And he's a former first round pick. So I think it kind of does have to work out for him. The makeup of the team, yeah, you could put Radens in, but he was available for a reason, if that makes sense. So I definitely think it has to work out for Trevor Penning.
Let me reframe it because I don't even know how to have the conversation on him without kind of contextualizing the parameters on a
Mhm.
scale of 1 to 10. 10 being Chris Lindstrom, like Pro Bowler type guard, and 0 being I don't know, a guy that's not worthy of being able to
Yeah,
play on the
yeah.
field. What's your level of expectation for him?
Just on his raw talent and ability, and now his confidence seeming to be higher, and him talking about how he's done a lot of off-field work and worked with Charles Bentley's of the world. 6.57.
Oh, okay, all right.
High, yeah, it's kind of high. It
Like my
might
level,
be foolishly high, but yeah, it's high.
it's not foolish because it's undefined. Like it can be anything. It can be.
Mhm.
It's just what do you expect, and we'll find out. You can expect anything, and something delivers or it doesn't. Like my level of
Yeah.
expectation for this F1 movie that Apple's been hyping for 7 months is like a 10. Like, and it might
Definitely.
come in at a
Yeah.
3. Yeah, yeah.
No, no, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know what it's
Yeah.
gonna be. So the level of expectation is whatever you're setting it at when you're watching it. Are you getting excited or not? My level of expectation is serviceable. It's a Netflix movie and it's disposable. Like that. That's my level of expectation going into this Trevor Penning season. So for me, it's like if he doesn't hit, you throw Radens in there, and I'm really looking at Banks. I'm really looking at Fuaga. I'm really looking at McCoy.
Right.
And if those guys hit, great. I feel like the thing for me with Trevor is I'm coming in where it's like it's either him or Radens and whatever. Like I think you're okay if all the other things work out. And I think there's room just for, oh damn, that was really good. I wasn't expecting that. Like,
Mhm.
Get Out. Was not expecting any, like the preview was terrible. You go in and watch it, and it's like this movie was awesome, and it's because you had no expectations. Like
Yeah.
Hangover had no hype. You go in, you watch it, and it's like, wow, that movie was great. And then there's
Yeah.
expectations on the second one. And it's like, it's just okay. Like, but I'm going into this like thinking if he can play, like that's awesome. I'm not expecting thriving. I'm not expecting him to elevate anything. But if he does, like that's great. But that's the biggest mystery right now. And I can understand even, thinking, hey, big ass dude can run in space, 6.7, 6 to 7 expectation level. That's not crazy to me. I'm just so like I've said it before. I'm probably the most unreliable narrator on Trevor Penning there is because I just don't. Every time I'm just like I don't know, man. Like I don't like I don't
Because
know. I
that's
don't
what
think this is
he's
gonna
been so
work.
far. Yeah, yeah, that's what he's been so far. And but what would you rank his season at tackle last year? Because he
Out of
played all those games out of 10. Out of 10, where would you give it a score of?
like a 4.5.
A 4.5?
Yeah, like a little below average.
And I think what went into my score of that 6.5 to 7 is Mike and I, we talked about it on a previous show. There's another addition of Banks, who is another person that people are going to hone in on. I mean, we're going to do it. Well, let's see what he's going to do. Let's see how he hits. Let's hone in back on Fuaga now that he's on the right. Let's see where he fits in. Let's see how he hits. And Penning is now third on that rung on that ladder of like being really honed in on looking at his performance each snap. So I think having that distance from being the guy that the Saints traded up to get will help him in keeping his confidence high. And your confidence high does not automatically equate to your on the field product, but it can't hurt it.
Yeah, to your point, like I think he's created a ecosystem conducive possibly to his success by having some level of I got on the field and it wasn't a disaster. It was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you can't go up for like he's at least built a baseline of serviceability.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, to your point, like I agree with that. Like I think there's room. I just I don't know. I don't know what to expect from him. Like
yeah, no, you can keep going.
No, that's all I got. I don't know what to expect from him.
And it is fair at this point for both of us to just go with that answer. I don't know because it's too early. We haven't seen anything. All we've seen them do is, work on air. Like we haven't seen them really go against anyone in a one-on-one setting. So once that comes, then yeah. Now when the pads go on during training camp and we see kind of how he blocks and then we see how the line as a whole blocks together, then we'll be able to make a really, really kind of more clearer picture. But as of right now, it's just, hey, is he going to be the guy that he was year 2 where it was looking very, very bad? Or is he going to be year 3 and compound on that and make some strides and improvements in this new position? It's the biggest mystery going into training camp, no question.
I think what we're going to see, we're going to go out there in camp, and during camp, a lot of the O-line stuff is isolated. And when they're doing these like one-on-ones or two-on-twos, we're going to see some absolutely terrifying shit. Like I think he's going to get smoked just like the way he did last year. And then it's going to probably get out on the field if he holds on enough throughout camp. I think part of the reason he played last year is because A, there wasn't another answer.
Yeah.
And B, they were kind of committed to trying to find out if he could play or not. I don't know that that's still the case because Radens is right there and he's at the end. Like if he doesn't play, so what? So be it. It's already lost. So the question is does he play well enough to hold on to the job? Let's say he does. Like he's okay. I still think we're going to see some terrifying stuff in camp, and then you're going to get into a game and they're going to have a plan, and you would see him between McCoy between McCoy and between Fuaga, and like they'll have a plan for it and it'd probably look okay. Like it'd probably be serviceable again. I think you get to that 4.5, 5 out of 10 with him at that spot, and there's room for going up. But I think when we see him in camp, there's going to be a crisis of confidence for us watching him, and we're going to be sitting here being like, man, I don't know. Like, and we're going to find out. But I think he can be serviceable. I think he can play. The question is there a way for him to find a way to thrive at least a little bit, at least within whatever Trevor does? And to be determined. I think next on this list for me is just in general, name them, add them all together, put them all the pieces together, pass rush. Do they have one?
You paying for one? You're definitely paying for one. So, do they have one is another big mystery because you paid Chase Young. You brought back Saunders. You brought back Shepard. You've added pieces. You've done things to say, hey, we're going all in. So, yeah, definitely that is a huge question.
Yeah, it's the biggest question on probably the roster. Like it's a determining factor. I don't know what to think of I don't know what to know of the defense in general. I think I'm worried. I think I'm more, and it's insane because I don't have a quarterback answer, but I might be able to make an argument for being more worried about the defense than the offense at this point.
Last year, it was, okay, Granderson had a good year. Coming back, seeing how he improved on that. Chase Young, he was just coming off surgery, so he was on the shelf. And then when they took him off the shelf and had him on that pitch count, and he came in and he wrecked shop in California those couple of days, it gave you something to be excited about. He played the entirety against Penning to make
and a rookie tackle on the wrong side of the line. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so now going into this year, after he's played an entire season, has gotten paid, the excitement and the shine isn't really there like it was last year. So you don't know what it's going to be this year. Yeah, you're right.
It's fun. No, man, we were hyped. Like all of us,
And
we were all hyped
oh
about seeing
man,
him. Like he looked
what?
incredible in those
Yeah,
practices. And then it's like you get some time and distance from it, and it's like, well,
yeah,
I kind of get it now. I understand why I looked like that.
right.
Yeah, I mean that's something that I think we got to be careful not to like if it happens again. I think that's another thing that's going to happen again, and we just it's just one of those things. But yeah, I'm worried about it overall. I don't know how they're going to generate pass rush. Maybe Staley can cook it up. I still, I don't feel like there's this like massive improvement in coaching talent on the defensive side of the ball. It's probably very similar, just dealer's choice. I
Yeah.
think I think the last system ran its course and wore itself out, and you don't have player buy-in. So just having player buy-in in the new system, even if it is equal, would elevate this one over here. So let's just say there's a slight tick in coaching on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know that it's enough to kind of just overcome all that had ailed it at in kind of a lack of talent a little bit. Whereas
Yeah.
on offense, I feel like the uptick in coaching is like massive. Like I
Oh
feel like
yeah.
it's a
Night and day.
massive supercharged thing. Like to where even if you take the quarterback out of it, who hey,
It might be one, it
I
might be the other. Yeah.
don't we all wish we had employees that would give back $30 million because they're good people. But but yeah, look, I think yeah, I just feel better about, I feel better about, like, and it's probably stupid. I'm probably really going to regret saying this, but like right now, I just feel a little bit more worried about that side. And I think I'm probably grossly underplaying the lack of experience at quarterback. And this is probably a very, very dumb thing to say, but I just see gaping holes on defense right now.
And that analysis might be right, but it's a clean slate. Nobody's holding anything over everybody. There's no bad blood. Not saying that there was bad blood there, but I'm saying there's no inkling of anything negative around Shuck or Rattler at that position. But yeah, on defense, you talked about talent. Like there's no piece that says, oh, well, when this person gets on the field, then everything is going to be remedied to a certain point. And yeah, they could still sign Asante Samuel during this off time. They could still sign different players that can help improve it, but nothing right now screams that, oh yeah, well, this defense is about to be locked down because a lot of those guys are a year older. So that's something that definitely is a mystery on the chart for me going into training camp.
Totally agree.